In this lesson, I'm starting with a fresh project, and what I'm going to go ahead and do is upload a clip that I have of Big Bro Dylan. So in the media player, I'm going to go ahead and hit import, and I've now got my clip of Big Bro Dylan in a particular interview. And rather than scrubbing through it on the media player, which I can go ahead and do, I'm just going to quickly drag this onto the timeline, zoom in, and let's go ahead and pick a particular section. Once I've got my playhead to the area that I'm happy with, I'm just going to split the clip by hitting either Command B, Control B, or this particular icon on the left hand side. I'll go ahead and delete the rest of the clip. So I now have the particular clip that I want to work with. And this is just a clip of Dylan's interview with Jay Waller.
Came from the South, obviously, and I was looking around, I was like, man, there's got to be more to life than this.
What I'd like to do in this lesson is show you a cool effect. However, within this lesson, you'll also pick up how to compound a clip and how to add text. So the very first thing we're going to go ahead and do is copy this clip. And I'm going to do this by right-clicking, going over and hitting copy. Of course, you can hit Command C, Control C, whatever your options are. Then from there, I'm going to right click on the timeline and hit paste. Drag this so it's on top of the clip. Now, what we have is two of the exact same clips on top of one another. And the clip that's at the top, I'm going to click on it and make sure over in the adjustment panel section, I go over to cutout and I click auto cutout. This will now begin processing the clip, and what we've got is currently two clips that are on top of one another, both identical. However, if I hide the clip beneath, you'll see that we've got a cutout on the clip on top. So from here, I want to add text. Now, this is extremely simple. Over in the media panel, you can see you've got a variety of options. You've got audio, text, stickers, effects, transition, filters, and adjustments. At this present moment, I'm going to hit text, and I have an option for default text. I'm going to drag this onto the timeline, and you can see now we have a default text box which I can drag across to fit my entire clip. On the player, we now can see our default text. So if I double click on this, I can go ahead and change this to Money Bag Dylan. I can reposition it by dragging the box. And one of the cool things about CapCut is it allows you to get different preset styles. So as you can see here in the adjustment panel, there's a whole bunch of preset styles that you can go ahead and use. And with the text selected, you can play around with different preset styles such as bubble and effects. This allows you to put particular effects on your text. So what I'm going to do here is first go over to basic. I'm going to pick a particular preset and style. Quite like this one. I think it suits Dylan. And then from there, I'm going to head over to effects, try and pick something that looks pretty cool. Okay, so I think I'm happy with this one. I'm going to position it a bit further up. And perhaps I'll put money bag as one word. Of course, you can go ahead into basic and you can play around with all the different functions that are available. For example, you can change the position inside, the opacity, the stroke, background, color, all of that good stuff. I just want to get the particular lesson across to you, but this should allow you to create text into your videos. From here, what I'm going to go ahead and do is highlight the text layer on the timeline, and at the same time also highlight the layer underneath. To do this, I'm going to hold on Command. I believe for those of you who are Windows users, it will be Control. Click on the clip underneath, and I now have both the text and the clip underneath highlighted. Right click and create compound clip. Now, when I click create compound clip, this is very similar to nesting a sequence together. The cool thing about this is when I do click it, you'll notice that the text is now behind Dylan. So this is a really cool and simple way to get text behind your character or your person that you may be editing. And of course, it also applies to images. It also applies to whatever you want to put instead of the default text layer. Super simple lesson. However, in this lesson, we've identified three things: the ability to put things behind a particular clip or subject, the ability to create text, and the ability to create a compound clip.